All right, what's up, everybody? We are on season 2, episode 6 of Dark, which is called An Endless Cycle. Man, where do I even begin, dude? Like, with the show getting more and more chaotic, I feel the same thing is happening to my thought process, where I feel like it's becoming more difficult for me to really lay out all my thoughts on the table and try to sort of make a coherent whole of it, like, where it all still fits. There's so many things, so many pieces of this puzzle that seem so far disconnected, in a way where I just don't really understand where it's all going to come together, if that makes sense. Like, since watching the last two episodes yesterday, because obviously I still can't really resist the binge here. I think the main question that's been on my mind is like, are we really dealing actually with an evil entity anymore? Because for a long time, that's how I had started to look at the show. I don't know. I think there's like, I'm noticing that we're entering sort of a third phase as far as my overall, yeah, like how I looked at the show. I guess like it started off really as a mystery, right? Like the first couple episodes, we still had to figure out how the whole time travel worked in the first place. I mean, it took me a while to really understand that, like, oh shit, we're just basically having all these synchronous time periods that are playing out simultaneously, right? One day passes in 1953, same day passes in 1986 and in 2019. And it was really awesome. I mean, it was a fantastic concept, obviously, to grasp, but there was just a lot of, well, it took a while to get there. And I think actually this is another thing that I realized, like, well, there was of course the mystery of all the kids going missing and basically being killed in these experiments, and I still don't know right now what that was about. I assume we're still gonna learn more about what that was about in the first place, right? Noah obviously did that with the help of Helge, but he did it for Adam, for Jonas, with a particular reason, right? Which we never learned yet, as far as I'm aware. So that was basically phase one. But then as soon as basically Noah started to get introduced and you learned a little bit more about him, right? And this like organization, and we saw the flashbacks, like I think that was maybe early this season, where we saw sort of the tunnels being built and everything. Like, oh, this was all set up from the beginning, right? And we're dealing with this faction, Sigmundus, this and that. Like, oh, it's good versus evil. That's how I started to look at it then. And now, like, again, that was phase two, basically, right? Now, phase three, as I would almost say that we're in at the moment, it's like, I'm starting to think, yeah, are any of these factions really in the wrong? What are their motives in the first place, right? Because, well, I obviously always got bad vibes from Noah, but now I start to realize that, like, okay, but Noah actually worked for Adam, and Noah had much more personal motives than we realized. Like, Noah did it for Charlotte, seemingly, right? Like, it was all about getting his daughter back, apparently, and he's starting to achieve that. And well, I don't know if that's the right way to put it, but like, obviously he's seen her now again, and he realized that Adam actually withheld information from him, which got him to switch sides, sort of. You know what I mean? So yeah, from then on, I think I started to focus more and more on Adam himself and on Jonas, and I started to actually question, intentions even from like future Jonas, stranger Jonas, I guess, right? Who we saw, well, sort of distance himself, for example, more from Hannah. I think in the previous episode, I feel like, yeah, if I remember correctly, he had an encounter as well with Charlotte, where he started explaining a couple things, and I think he put the blame on Claudia and stuff, right? And I don't know. I mean, I always just assumed that like Claudia, I could side with for a long time. So, like I automatically started looking at Adam as bad. But then now, at the end of last episode, obviously Jonas went into that God particle or whatever we call it. That black matter mass or whatever. He stepped in there with the intention of stopping Michael from committing suicide, which would actually undo, or well, supposedly it's going to solve this whole problem. It's going to solve everything going on, and Adam, yeah, actually mentioned it to Jonas, like, okay, we'll be killing ourselves in the process, because if Mikkel doesn't go back in time, then Michael won't, Mikkel doesn't go back in time, and so then Michael won't have us, or, yeah, Jonas as his kid, I guess, and stuff, right? Still, it's very weird to make sense of that, because it's like, well, Michael still technically exists if we stop him from committing suicide, right? I get that, like, that means, yeah, what does that mean? Like, does that mean that we create a world where then both Michael and Mikkel just continue to exist, but then why does Michael actually not get Jonas? Again, like, it's kind of impossible to truly make sense of it, but I sort of get it. Like, okay, again, at least looking at it more technically, I guess, that's where the story started, with him committing suicide, and we know that Mikkel in the same episode goes back in time. That won't happen as a result, supposedly. Again, it's still weird to understand, because if Michael doesn't commit suicide, what does that even necessarily change about the wormholes and everything, right? Like, not much. I don't. He wrote the letter. Yeah, he wrote the letter because he knew everything. I don't know. Maybe what this actually tells me, but I'm just thinking this on the spot right now, is that we really need to start understanding more what Michael's thought process was. What was it that Michael actually went through to get him to commit suicide, and that he figured he needed to do this. You know, obviously we're seeing more and more also these events play out with Mikkel now in 1986, where he met up with Ulrich and stuff, right? And it was kind of a traumatizing experience, because then Ulrich got arrested by the police and stuff, and there was nothing that Mikkel really could do in the situation. We know that Ines is feeding him this medicine for some reason, and it's like, what the hell is that about? But what is it that, you know, like, Mikkel knows? That's the thing. Mikkel knows, which is why Michael knows. This is why Michael commits suicide later on, because he feels like, I guess, this is something he needs to do as part of the plan, or like, again, he has motives. And so I actually really wonder if we're going to start getting that perspective from Michael soon enough. With Jonas perhaps stepping into this particle now, like, we're going to see the summer of 2019. Right before Michael commits suicide, and I would love to see that, because it's like, again, his character, we've literally seen him once in the scene where he commits suicide, and that's it. Obviously we know Mikkel, and we know therefore Michael's youth, like, quite a bit, but and we know that he's aware, but yeah, like I said, man, you know, like, I want to see what his thought process was and why he figured he needed to commit suicide then in the summer, because what real point was that to it? You know, it's not like that. That's what I don't understand. It's like, why did he even need to commit suicide in the first place? It wasn't really necessary. You know, Mikkel could still go missing that same year with him being alive, right? Technically. Yeah, why not? It's not Mikkel going missing shouldn't be a necessarily like a reason, for Michael to commit suicide, you know, like, before that happens or something, as far as I'm aware, right? So, oh man, this, like I said, guys, this gets really difficult. But then Claudia is still the other party at play. And like I said, I still don't really know what Claudia is trying to achieve in the first place. I assume it's a similar thing, but clearly her and Jonas are opposites, ultimately. Her and Adam are opposites. And the question is why? What is she ultimately trying to achieve? All that I really know is that there is two things that she's thinking about. One is Egon. We know that Egon, you know, like, apparently dies in weird circumstances, right? And it's like, what is that about? Is she trying to prevent that from happening? Kind of doubt it. She never had the best bond with her father, but at the same time, she did feel guilty about that too. So this is definitely like a motive that I could see being the case. But then obviously there's also simply the realization of what happened at the power plant, which was talked about, and she had the meeting with Ben and everything. And I don't know what she's trying to achieve. Well, she wanted to reveal it to the world, I guess, right? So, but still, it's, you know, like what is she trying to gain with it, I guess, is what I'm trying to understand. Like, is she suddenly gonna actually become the evil entity, or is there simply no real evil entity in this world? I would be completely cool with that too, because I think that's more sort of human nature. Is like, we tend to want to look at people as good and evil, but everybody ultimately, you know, like, does things with most likely valid intentions, except there are intentions that it's hard for us to kind of, you know, put ourselves in the same shoes, I guess, if you know what I mean. So, like, this is what I've started to realize now a couple times, that certain characters were portrayed as sort of bad, or like we can't trust them, and then it turned out, oh, you know what? Maybe what they did, like, they did it for a reason, right? That was the case with Helga. That was the case with Noah. yeah, a couple other characters. Some characters that I really liked, and then they did some things that I start to question a little bit more, right? Like Jonas, perhaps. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, we're just gonna see where it goes, guys. I think I've honestly talked enough. I think I did like a 10-minute intro already. So, yeah, I think that covers just about everything that I should be talking about right now. And we're gonna dive into episode 6. But of course, guys, if you enjoy my reactions to Dark, then you can already watch the next 8 episodes straight away over my Patreon page, which is gonna be linked on top of the description. Over there, we'll already be on season 3, episode 6, I think, right now. So we'll be almost done with finishing the show. So yeah, man, you can catch up on all this reaction straight away. Full-length versions will be up there too if you want to see me react to the episodes in their entirety. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and of course, guys, your support is very much appreciated and actually allows me to make these videos in the first place, so keep that in mind. For now, let's dive into season 2, episode 6 of Dark.
Wo haben die Dinge begonnen? In der Vergangenheit? In der Zukunft? Wer kann sagen, wo der Anfang liegt?
That's literally the main question of the show. It's like, what's the actual origin point? Oh!
Werden wir überhaupt jemals in der Lage sein zu
Whoa.
wissen, was der Ursprung von allem ist? Gibt es überhaupt Anfang und Ende? Oder ist alles in einer endlosen Schleife miteinander verbunden? Und Anfang und Ende nur unterschiedliche Worte für ein und denselben Moment.
Oh, I love the way they did this. Yeah, there we go. That's what we're gonna go back to, of course. Wow. He's not gonna be in the bunker though, he's just gonna be in his own room, I bet, yeah. This is already such a throwback, because it's the song from episode 1 that was played in the bunker. Okay, so Michael's gonna be alive? Is he even realizing any of it? Seems like he's just going about his day. Oh, shit.
Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen, du Schlafmütze. Was hast du heute noch so vor?
Zum See mit den anderen.
Soll aber nachher noch Gewitter geben.
Wow, this is so surreal.
Nicht vergessen, Katharina und Ulrich machen heute ihre Party. Komm nicht wieder so spät zurück, okay?
Ja.
Oh my god, what?
Bist du sicher, dass du nicht mitkommen willst?
Oh, dude, so... Okay, he purposely didn't want to go, but surely he hasn't been hiding from them his entire life or something, right? Oh my god, he's so nervous.
Also, ich muss dann los.
What the hell? He saw the yellow coat. Does he remember that when he went missing, Jonas was wearing that? He realizes that the moment is coming up soon where Mikkel goes missing. He realizes that the cycle is ending. Shit, yeah.
Glaubst du nicht, es wäre gut, wenn du mal rauskommst?
Ich muss noch mein Bild fertig machen.
Dude, I love how this episode just straight up threw us into it suddenly. I mean, we saw it coming, but still, just the way it did it. It's so fascinating right now. Like, I'm so curious what's gonna happen, what we're about to learn. 20 June, I think that's the day he committed to... Oh yeah, okay, it was one day before, right, it was the 21st. Man, back when everything still felt normal. Oh, right. Okay, so the Jonas that we saw wasn't actually the same Jonas as that went back. Yeah, okay.
Tut mir leid, ich kann nicht. Ulrich, ich kann nicht.
Könnt ihr nicht einmal anklopfen?
Ich glaube, ich bin krank. Du hast die Röteln. Von allen Tagen musst du dir ausgerechnet heute aussuchen?
There's got to be a reason for this, right? I don't know. You know, like, how would you not think that there has to be a reason for it? Could just be nothing, though. Was that a different town? I'm not sure what happened there with Alexander.
Hey. Wo sind denn die Kinder? Ich war im Pflegeheim.
This was when he was already going cheating, I guess.
Wegen heute Abend. Ich glaube, dass es das Beste ist, wenn ich allein zu den Nielsens gehe.
Huh, so they invited everybody over, huh? Well, I mean, she obviously worked with Ulrich, so it makes sense. But what day is it that they are celebrating then? So they had a party the day before Michael committed suicide.
Manchmal frage ich mich, ob meine Eltern eigentlich wirklich glücklich miteinander sind. Sind deine Eltern glücklich?
Keine Ahnung.
Very good question. Knowing what we know now, it definitely does seem like all of them just, you know, went along with what they had.
Sieht ziemlich alt aus.
Is it the same badge? Oh shit, what the hell is that doing in the sand here?
Das ist der Schutzheilige der Reisenden. Frag nicht.
Yeah, how did you know that? Does he know to go to the beach, or what's his objective going to be? Oh, sorry, it's not a beach, but more like a lake, right?
Hey Jonas, wolltet ihr nicht zum See?
Ultimate Fistbump?
Oh man.
Na dann bis heute Abend.
Ich kenne mindestens eine Person, die sich besonders freut, wenn du kommst. Und die heißt nicht Magnus.
Ulrich, bitte.
Wieso? Ist doch kein Geheimnis, dass Martha voll in den verschossen ist.
Nein, ist in Ordnung, wirklich. Gut.
Okay.
Also dann bis später, Romeo.
Ah man, I like Ulrich so much, dude. Yeah, they're not even realizing that this is a different Jonas they're talking to. What the hell is going on here? What the hell is he seeing? Oh my god, Franziska? Oh shit, what are you doing? Okay.
Du hast dich nicht bewegt und ich dachte, du bist tot. Er hat gesagt, da ist jemand tot im See.
She really didn't care either. I guess this is where it all started. Der Cat and Mouse Game.
Würdest du nicht auch manchmal gern wissen wollen, was als nächstes passiert?
Du meinst in der Zukunft?
Ja, oder manchmal auch einfach nur in den nächsten 5 Minuten. Ich habe manchmal so ein Gefühl, als ob gleich was passiert.
Interesting how Martha can sort of feel things coming.
Was ist?
Wir haben meiner Oma Ines so ein Tablet zum Geburtstag geschenkt. Und ich soll ihr jetzt beibringen, wie es funktioniert.
Okay. Jonas?
What if Jonas already went to Ines and he's about to find out?
Na, weil es später regnen soll.
Why did she ask why he had his raincoat with him? Damn, dude. What is our you know, this Jonas about to do here? Yeah, you definitely want to cover that one up. Wow, so he just went back like, oh, never mind, I didn't go, or what? What the fuck? Honestly, I bet he just wanted to spend another couple minutes there with her or something.
Ich dachte, ich habe noch Zeit.
Exactly. Still had time, you know, to stop his dad.
Ich wollte dir noch was sagen. Ich finde, wir beide passen perfekt zusammen. Denk nie was anderes.
Isn't he technically already changing canon here now? I don't know. Never think something else, he said. It's making me think back to, like, I remember they had this confrontation in the rain back in season 1. Yeah, but this might just as well be a final goodbye now, because he realizes that with what he's about to do, he's gonna apparently wipe his own existence, right? That's what Adam mentioned.
Ich muss pinkeln.
He's seeing himself. Man, yeah, I feel for him though. Can he use your bathroom? Shit, he's coming inside.
Hallo. Na komm, dann geh doch schnell in den Wald. Nee, klar. Quatsch.
Oh, what?
Das ist gleich gegenüber der Eingangstür.
She was looking at Mikkel weird, like, wait, this is the kid I remembered. Yeah, exactly. Oh, dude, exactly what I was speculating about. Ah, yeah, I guess it had been a while since he saw her. Oh, he saw him. Sorry, Jesus. She saw him. I didn't even realize that, but of course, yeah, there's only a certain, you know, like 2 years ago, Mikkel probably would have looked quite different still. You know, it's only now that she can see him and remember him the way he looked. So that does make more sense than I initially realized. What are you planning to do, Michael? It's just insane too that they waited a whole season for Michael to finally actually play a role here in the show, you know? Oh boy. Don't you turn, oh shit. Oh, damn. He just got scared. I didn't even say a word. Yeah, I don't blame him.
Man sieht sich. Bis morgen. Martha. Ich finde übrigens deine Haare toll so. Ich meine, du siehst gut aus. Mit den Haaren.
Yeah, I don't think you're really gonna be on her mind anymore, though. That's what I'm saying, dude. I think Jonas already changed the canon. She's never gonna be thinking about him anymore. Even if Jonas, you know, goes off to his, whatever it was.
Lola, ich bin's. Ich möchte, dass du etwas für mich herausfindest.
Okay, so what's with this murder in Marburg? What is that even? Of course they had to be playing this music. Oh my god, but this is different, Jonas, right? So Jonas is not even gonna be aware of what he technically said to Martha.
Hey! Eigentlich sollte es ja eine Gartenparty werden, aber so finde ich es viel gemütlicher.
Ich habe Tiramisu mitgebracht.
Man,
Das ist mein Lieblingssong. Ich muss tanzen.
different times.
Ja, wir sind so stolz auf dich.
Ja, ich schätze, dafür muss wenigstens der Führer
Wow. Tronte and Jana.
Wo ist denn Peter?
Sommergrippe. Und Michael?
Sowas ähnliches.
Yeah.
Ich bring das mal rüber.
Klar.
Something similar. You gotta love how human this feels with them making up these excuses.
So, jetzt tanzt du mal mit mir, du alter Mann.
Oh, she was looking her usual jealous self. Yeah, that was a nice throwback. That's the Hannah I remember.
Jonas? Ich dachte doch, ich habe was gehört. Bist du nicht eigentlich bei den Nielsens? Ist irgendwas passiert?
Man, yeah. I feel the exact same way already, dude. It's just so tragic to see him now. What's he gonna say to him?
Ich weiß es.
Was weißt du?
Everything.
Ich weiß alles.
Yep. Fist bump.
Ultimate Fist Bump.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Ich weiß, dass dein richtiger Name Mikkel Nielsen ist. Es ist okay. Verzeih mir.
Oh man, this fucking hell, this is hitting me.
Noch jünger und noch schöner. Also beim dritten habe ich gedacht, du platzt.
Oh, das ist gemein.
Oh, schau mal.
I would personally skip this part of the party. I can't sleep. Yeah, no shit. Are you hearing the music over here? How did his parents expect Mikkel to fall asleep here?
Also du bist aus der Zukunft. Und warum bist du jetzt hier?
Weil ich dich um etwas bitten muss.
Ja?
Don't kill yourself.
Es nicht zu tun.
Yeah.
Was nicht zu tun.
Ich hätte merken müssen, dass was ist.
Jonas, ich habe keine Ahnung.
Lüg mich nicht an, okay?
What if this is the encounter that actually got him to commit suicide?
Hast du den Brief schon geschrieben?
Welchen Brief?
Den Brief, den du an mich schreibst.
Dude, I'm telling you, this is what gets him to do it. Or something. I'm genuinely afraid of that now. Yeah, nice. Give him the template so he can just copy this. Shit.
Ich bin hier, damit du es nicht tust.
No, I think it's actually not that.
Alles hängt zusammen.
Yeah,
Eine endlose Schleife.
exactly. You're here because he's going to do it. I'm so convinced of that now. But I hope I'm wrong.
Den hast du am See vergessen. Ich habe ein Band dran gemacht.
Oh, yeah, because this is what future Jonas then put on her bed. He's like, oh, what the fuck? What are you doing?
Was du am See gesagt hast.
Über Omas? Und das erinnert?
Oh god. Shit, man. Is he gonna reject her now? That would be so...
Ich finde, dass du recht hast.
Okay.
He doesn't even know what she's talking about. Oh, shit, man. Okay. Well, it makes sense. Because we know they, you know, there was something going on between them. We always knew that, like back from the first episode. And that's why he was so saddened with the fact that she was with Bartos now.
In der Nacht, als du verschwunden bist. Du warst da und dann warst du plötzlich weg. Bist du zurück zur Höhle? Wie hast du da die Passage gefunden?
Ich habe sie nicht gefunden. Jemand hat sie mir gezeigt.
Wer?
Du.
What? Dude, I'm telling you, nothing about this loop is changing. I mean, this is far from the series finale, let's say.
Was ist denn hier los? Was ist mit dem scheiß Lampen?
Oh my god. But it was once again like a different Jonas. So it's this same Jonas now that's sitting with Michael at the table, right? Yeah.
Du hast gesagt, da ist etwas im Wald. Etwas Böses. Und dass wir zur Höhle zurück müssen. Du hast mich den ganzen Weg bis zur Tür gebracht. Und durch den Tunnel.
What?
Solche Angst. Und dann hast du gesagt, wir müssen hier bleiben. Die ganze Nacht. Und als ich aufgewacht bin, warst du weg.
Yeah,
Das ist unmöglich.
Jonas is realizing himself now that he's playing a different role than he figured he would.
Als ob sie sich alles fügt.
Yeah, man.
Nicht hier, um mich aufzuhalten, sondern um mir überhaupt erst zu zeigen, was ich tun muss.
Yeah, man, that's what it's feeling like.
Bin ich nur ein kleiner Teil eines riesigen Geschwürs, das viel größer ist, als wir uns alle vorstellen können.
Yeah, this is it's scary.
Ja.
Where was it, Adam? Oh, God. Okay, I bet it is gonna be Jonas versus Claudia.
Da draußen gibt es zwei Seiten. Er ist der Schatten. Ich folge nicht ihm, sondern der Seite des Lichts. Er hat dich angelogen. Er hat dich exakt hierhin geführt, um genau alles wieder so auszulösen, wie es immer passiert ist.
Nein, das kann nicht sein.
So it won't. It probably won't change until he goes with Claudia.
Deine Rolle in all dem ist viel größer, als du glaubst. Nur du allein kannst all dem ein Ende setzen.
Yeah, the question is, which choice did Jonas always make here, and which side is he supposed to pick? Because I feel like I myself don't know the answer to that.
Ich hab die Welt ohne dich gesehen. Glaub mir. Sie ist nicht das, was du erwartest. Es geht nicht nur um dich und um Mikkel. Es geht um alle. Wir alle müssen Opfer bringen. Auch dein Vater muss Opfer bringen.
I don't honestly think that Jonas is gonna trust Claudia enough, though. But yeah, even I don't necessarily know if it's the choice he should be going with, because I kind of feel like Jonas is about to do the same thing that he always did. The question is, what does that mean? Which choice is that actually? All that I know is, if that's the case, then it's probably the wrong choice he made, right? So we're gonna find out.
Ist das jetzt die Apokalypse?
Ein bisschen enttäuschend.
Ich hab's mir irgendwie lauter vorgestellt.
Oh my God, roles reversed.
Wenn morgen die Welt untergeht und alles neu beginnt. Was würdest du dir wünschen?
I would wish for a world without Wyndham.
Eine Welt ohne Winden. Und du?
Nah, I would say cheers to that. Oh God. Already, huh? Man, yeah. That's actually crazy. It already started, technically. Well, it was always there in a way, but it kind of started even before Michael had committed suicide. I don't need to see this scene from within. Trucks were already there with the barrels, or... Oh shit, who the hell is just about to walk out of it? Francisca. Okay, okay. I see where all the dreams started. So he did go with... He is going with Claudia, it seems. Like, that's the thing, it doesn't matter what choice he makes here. I'm still not sure if it's the right choice he's making until I find out. But I feel like he's about to make the wrong choice. So in that case, Claudia would have been the wrong choice, actually. I wonder, I really do. Oh, I completely actually forgot. Yeah, Francisca just saw her own dad enter there. This was the place where Francisca, you know, I mean, she had contacts with Bernadette, right? Dude, I think Ulrich just regretted it straight away. Man, yo, Jonas, you want to go and hurry up with Claudia then, whatever the hell you're doing. But I fear that's exactly what might have caused this.
Du hättest es ihm sagen können. Du hättest ihm sagen können, was seine Aufgabe in all dem ist. auf welchen Weg du ihn wirklich schickst.
Nicht mehr lange. Dann beginnt der letzte Zyklus.
Who the hell are these?
Wir alle müssen Opfer bringen, Magnus.
What? Magnus? Who was the woman, Martha? Wow, man, I think that just now was my favorite episode in the whole show so far, honestly. It's so seamless, like the way they actually went back to, well, basically a part of the timeline we never got to see, right? Which was that summer. Well, technically we did get to see it because we saw, Michael committing suicide at the start of the show, but we never saw what their lives were like back then, right? We only heard these stories being told, and we heard that they were better times, I guess, right? And we're seeing it literally play out in front of us now. But okay, well, I mean, let's talk about that final scene first, right? Because that's obviously the big revelation. Okay, so Adam is still working together here with Magnus. Interesting. And so I guess Martha was the other one standing there? I'm not sure, to be honest. It could have been somebody else. But yeah, well, I guess Adam, like, technically can't be trusted. And I mean, again, I'm not saying that his intentions are necessarily wrong. Maybe he just knows things, once again, and so what he's doing is simply the only choice in achieving what he's wanting to achieve, which might be a good thing, but who knows. It's just clear that Jonas, young Jonas, the Jonas that just went back in time, shouldn't have trusted, technically, Adam here. They're not actually on the same page as they made it seem at first, so presumably then this also shaped Jonas to, yeah, I guess that means that future Jonas, by which I mean stranger Jonas. This is so ridiculous, guys. But I guess he was also shaped by this experience then again. I mean, I don't know. I feel like the loop is still not ending. That's the thing. I feel like the loop is just continuing on. And even what Adam is trying to achieve, it probably won't have much effect. All that I know is that there's going to be a season 3 coming up, is what I'm saying. And so I kind of feel like, will we ultimately be making any progress? I mean, actually we might. Like, something might still change that will then lead into season 3, yeah, being the definitive end to it all, right? But, I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, maybe season 3 you've already sort of put a stop to the time loop and everything, and, well, yeah, there's just other things that still need to be resolved, or we're trying to get characters back, for example, from these time periods, if that's possible, like rescuing them or something and bringing them into paradise, I guess, right? Like into the ultimate utopia that we're trying to create, whatever the hell that even is. It's still super hard to grasp, but interesting. You also wonder then if Jonas going along with Claudia here at least is still gonna make a change, like if that's still going to lead to something or not. Or maybe this is how it always went, and like Adam knows that. Like that. I can only assume that he probably does, but I honestly don't know. This episode, though, yeah, again, I mean, I think I said everything I needed to say during the reaction itself, but it was so fucking fantastic. I love just how they waited a whole season and 6 episodes here, basically, to finally show us this side of the story, to finally show us Michael. Like, Michael, we only seriously saw him in one scene, and now it's like, okay, we're seeing his character, and I love how they show his struggle with the realization that, like, shit, yeah, I mean, that's what I love the most, man. Just him seeing the puzzle pieces come together, seeing Jonas have the raincoat, seeing Mikkel, and like even Hannah, right? Hannah started to notice, like, it had probably been a while since she saw Mikkel. Now she sees him and she's like, fucking hell, this looks just like the same kid. And she goes like, yeah, just had a deja vu moment or whatever, right? And yeah, again, something that I myself hadn't fully considered, and that's what I realized that I myself feel like I'm noticing flaws in the story, for example, right? Where like, well, surely Hannah would have recognized Mikkel and like she should have been aware all along, right? But then now I realize that, like, well, Hannah probably doesn't see Mikkel often at all. And really, she probably only saw him once now, looking kind of that way. And 2 years ago, Mikkel's still a kid. 2 years ago, he would have still looked quite differently, probably. Might have had a different haircut as well. But, children in general, it takes a long time for them to age. And, it takes a short time for them to age relatively fast, right? And in terms of their appearance, at least. And so, yeah, Hannah never knew what Mikkel looked like before she met him, obviously, which is when he was this age. So she didn't know what Mikkel looked like then either. So it's all so good, dude. It's all coming together, and it's all proving me wrong. That like, nah, the flaws that I pointed out weren't necessarily flaws. The flaws that I thought I had started to recognize weren't flaws. And that's what's so fucking fantastic about it. I love that it's proving me wrong now too. Yeah, I don't know what else. I honestly, I think that touches on most of it. You know, just it's like what I feared or started to fear already during this episode is that everything Jonas was doing here was going to be in vain. Like, what if this was actually all part of the loop? If this was all part, like Jonas goes in there with the expectation of like, oh, I'm about to stop it. I'm about to put an end to it all, and it's like, no, you might actually be doing exactly what you were supposed to do. That started this whole thing in the first place. And so, oh man, it's too good. It's too fucking good. I absolutely love it. Guys, I hope you all enjoyed my reaction and review of Season 2, Episode 6 of Dark. If you did, then you can already watch the next 8 episodes straight away over my Patreon page, which is going to be linked on top of the description. Over there, we'll be on Season 3, Episode 6 already, so go and catch up on all of that. And for now, I want to thank you all a lot for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you back in the next episode.